Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your boy Shadow FC, bringing you a brand new Fortnite Battle Royale video. And in today's video, guys, we are going to be talking about the new loot pool in Season 3. Obviously, we got a bunch of new guns and items added to the game, and we're going to be talking about how they are affecting the loot pool. Obviously, last season, I made it very clear that the loot pool is very bad. A lot of both casual players and competitive players agreed that the loot pool is not good at all, and that's one of the main things that made a lot of people strongly dislike last season. But they were able to vault some guns, re-add some guns, items as well. We're going to talk about if they are having a negative or positive effect on the loot pool. Real quick before we get to the video though, make sure to like and subscribe if you guys have been enjoying the content. The new season dropped yesterday and there's a ton of content out. I'll be posting a ton more content within the next coming days and even weeks. So make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of that content. But without further ado, let's get to the video. Just so you guys know also, I will be talking about the loot pool in terms of comp, not in casual modes. So when I'm talking about the loot pool and everything and how it's affecting it, I'm talking about competitive playlists, not in casual modes, because in casual modes I made it clear, in my opinion, and I think a lot of other players in the community, they don't care as much as the casual side of the loot pool as much as the competitive side of the loot pool, so we'll be talking about that. A lot of pros aren't too happy with this competitive loot pool, so that's why I want to make a video on that. Again, for casuals, I don't think it's as big of a deal, so just know when I'm talking about it, it'll be competitive, not casuals. So the weapons that we got added to the game that are brand new is the hammer assault rifle, the DMR, and the two-shot shotgun. And then the main weapon that got vaulted for competitive is the drum shotgun, which 99.999% of the Fortnite community can agree is a good thing. Whether you're a comp player, casual player, you just watch the game, you don't even play the game, 99.9% of the Fortnite community will agree that that is a great move. And the drum shotgun was replaced by the two-shot shotgun. Now the two-shot shotgun is a really interesting type of gun. It's pretty self-explanatory with the name. It shoots two shots at the same time. It's a very weird gun. It takes very long to reload when you need to get all 8 pellets back. It takes like 10 seconds. But the interesting thing with this is that, in my opinion, if you can hit your headshots and you're up close, it does a lot of damage. The interesting thing with this gun is you don't have to hit your shot to necessarily do damage, because since it does 2 shots, you can shoot one and it'll miss, but the other pellet will hit and it'll do damage. It's a very unique gun, and I think Fortnite actually nailed it here with this gun, mainly because since it replaced the drum shotgun, I wanted it to be good, but not just insanely broken like the drum shotgun was, and they managed to make it, like I said, good, but not near as broken or as overpowered as the drum shotgun. And the other good thing about it is it's rewarding the players with good shotgun aim, unlike the drum shotgun where if you have it and you're managing to hit 3 or 4 or 5 out of 12 shots, you're going to kill the player in a 3-second time zone. But with this shotgun, it doesn't shoot as fast, and it rewards players with good shotgun aim because of the 2 pellets. Now, it is a little weird to use, and I think it's going to take a lot of time for people to get used to it because of the 2 pellets and just the difference it brings, because we've never had a shotgun like this before where it shoots 2 pellets and you can manage to hit your shot and miss at the same time, right? Like you can hit one pellet and not hit another. So I think it will take a little bit of time for players to get used to, but once players do manage to get used to it and kind of get a rhythm with it, I think it's going to be a very good shotgun, except it's going to be balanced. And I think Fortnite honestly did a very good job with this shotgun, and I'm excited to see how it plays out in the coming weeks. Now, we also had 2 new AR rifles being added to the game as well, and those being the hammer assault rifle and the designated marksman rifle, otherwise known as the DMR. The DMR is a very interesting type of gun as well. It's basically in between an AR and a sniper, and what I mean by that is the scope falls in between the range of a sniper rifle and an assault rifle. It comes in a full gray to gold rarity. Actually, I believe it's going to be a mythic as well too, but I'll just read the gray stat. The gray stat is 45 damage to the body, 74 to the head, and then the gold one is 55 to the head, or 55 to the body, 90 to the head. And I don't believe the mythic one will be in comp, but if it is, 58 damage to the body, 95 to the head. It uses 10 rounds per clip. It shoots faster than a normal sniper rifle, but it shoots slower than a normal AR rifle. So basically the whole point of this gun is to kind of balance out the in-between range between the sniper rifle and the AR. And I honestly think this is a great addition to the game. It kind of feels like a new aspect of fighting if you're fighting at that certain range where it's meant to really be dominant. So I do think it's a great addition. It didn't replace anything, nothing got vaulted for this gun, but it really kind of brings a new aspect of fighting, so it's not just super long fighting or more up close fighting with an AR and an SMG. So I do think it's a great addition because it's not super broken, but it does bring a new aspect of fighting. And then the final new gun that got added was the hammer assault rifle. This gun also comes from gray to gold. The gray body shot damage is 27, with the headshot damage being 40, and then the gold headshot damage being 49, and the body shot damage being 33. Now, what I've noticed with the interesting thing with this gun is it instead covers the range between the AR and the SMG. And what I've noticed from my own experience is in a fight where you're too far to use an SMG, you can actually use this gun and it works as a very well AR, but in instances too, you can even use this gun as an SMG. Now, I still think the combat SMG and the standard SMG are way better, and this gun is not near as broken. It still serves as a good SMG as well as a medium to long range SMG in long fight. So I think this gun was a very good addition to the game. Like I said, nothing got vaulted in this gun's place, but it serves as a double purpose. It can serve as kind of a backup SMG if you don't have a striker or a combat SMG, or excuse me, a stinger or a combat SMG, but it can also serve as an AR and like a long distance SMG fight as well. And the main gun that got vaulted was the drum shotgun. Thank God. I don't think there was any player on the casual side or the competitive side, or anyone who doesn't even play Fortnite, just watches it, that wanted this gun in the game. It was the most broken gun, in my opinion, we've ever seen in Fortnite. It required no skill, and you could literally hop in someone's box and go through an entire squad with just this single weapon and not even reload it. I don't even need to explain anything else other than that them vaulting the drum shotgun was a major W for Fortnite. Now, the other main things were the Rift-to-Gos, the shockwaves, and the launch pads. Now, unfortunately, the launch pads were vaulted from all playlists, not just competitive, but casuals as well. Now, there are still guaranteed ones that will spawn in a certain area, but you can't find them in floor loot. So, overall, unless, you get like a 1 in 500 chance of the zone spawning on a pad, launch pads aren't really going to be much of an effect for mobility anymore in comp. However, the Rifts and Shockwave launchers are both currently in all competitive playlists. Now, I am a little bit worried once the Fortnite preseason is over that they might be vaulting the Rifts and the Shockwaves, but as of now, they are in competitive, and one can only hope and pray that they stay in after the preseason. Because for so long, this is what pros have been asking for. Fun items that are genuinely fun to use in comp, but at the same time, they will help you rotate and help you at the game, but are not necessarily broken and overpowered. And for example, Booger just tweeted, "I'm not gonna lie, in-game they're so much fun right now," and one of the top comments was, "On God, I love the Rifts and Shockwave action." This is going to show that players want mobility, fun items in the game, but again, they're competitive. You have to figure out if you want to add them to your loadout or not, and they're not broken, right? They're not like the drum shotgun where you can just 200 pump players with them in a single shot. These are fun, but they're competitive, and I hope, along with the rest of the Fortnite community, that they keep these in after the Fortnite preseason is over. Now, the only two downsides to this loadout that we didn't get in Season 3 was the old weapons like the ARs and the pumps that we wanted to return did not, and the combat and the Stinger SMGs are still in the game. Now, I hate to say this, and I hope from the bottom of my heart I am wrong, but I don't think I am, is I don't believe we're going to be seeing any of the classic OG weapons return at all within the next several seasons. We may not even see any of the classic items return, like the pumps and the ARs, this chapter. And the reason I say that is because we've never seen this before, where they were all completely vaulted and we had an entirely new loophole going into a chapter. For example, in Chapter 1, when we went to Chapter 2, obviously a lot of items were vaulted and unvaulted, but we didn't see that entire Chapter 1 loophole get completely vaulted, and Chapter 2 bring us an entirely new loophole. Well, going from Chapter 2 to Chapter 3, we did. All of the Chapter 2 loot pool got completely vaulted, and we were introduced to Chapter 3 with an entirely new loot pool. And I don't think Epic Games and Fortnite, I don't think they would completely vault a loot pool only to add it back and start adding it back 3 seasons later. Now again, I hope I am wrong, I really do. I don't believe I am. If we get them back, at least, I don't think it's going to be any season soon. We could get it back later this chapter, like much later, but I don't believe we're going to get it at least Chapter 3, Season 3, Season 4, or Season 5 even. But the main reason I say that is I don't want to be complaining too much about the loot pool, like old classic guns returning, when I don't believe it's personally going to happen in a long time, so I don't spend too much time complaining about that. What I do want to kind of complain about, though, is the SMGs not being vaulted. Now, real quick, yes, I think what they did with bringing the Hammer AR, the DMR, and the two-shot shotgun into the game, I think those were all great additions, and I don't want to complain about that. But the Stinger SMG and the Combat SMG have got to go. In Season 1, Chapter 3, when they added the Stinger SMG, pros were saying how overpowered it was and how no one wanted it in the game. It was just super broken and it required no skill. In Chapter 3, Season 2, last season, they not only kept that in the game and didn't vault it, but they added the Combat SMG, an even more broken SMG. This season, I was honestly scared that they were going to have an even more broken SMG than the Combat SMG. Thank God they didn't, and they even vaulted the drum shotgun, which helped. But we still have both the Combat and the Stinger SMG in the game, which we've been asking since day one. Since both of them were, brought to the game, we've been asking for them to be vaulted, and they still haven't been vaulted. Now again, this is just me. I doubt they're going to be vaulted anytime soon, mainly because Epic is seeing how many pros are upset with this loot pool, and I think if they really were going to vault it because they knew how many people were upset with it, I think they were going to vault it at the start of this season. I don't think they would wait till an update later mid-season to vault it. They know how many people are upset with the loot pool and how many people want the SMGs gone. I think if they were going to vault it, they would have just vaulted it on launch day. So overall, the loot pool is still not great, still has a lot of flaws, the SMGs are still broken, but they did change it for the better. Again, I hope they keep Rifts and Shockwaves in competitive playlist. Again, I'm liking the two-shot shotgun, the DMR, and the Hammer AR. I think those were great additions as well. The drum shotgun got vaulted, thank God. And overall, I think it is a good, not necessarily a good competitive loot pool, but I think it's a step in the right direction, and hopefully throughout this season with their updates they can continue to make it even better. Alright guys, that is going to be it for today's video. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below about this loophole, what you guys want to be changed, if you guys like it, if you guys think it's good, if you guys think it's bad. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Alrighty guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you guys did enjoy today's video. The new season's brought a ton of content. I'll be posting a ton more videos throughout this week and even in the coming weeks. So make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any future content. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been Shadow, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.